Is it an opportunity for triumph, or evidence? Ours is to vanquish the unliving. But is that the true path? Is our way, our world, something worth saving? Answer my query, stranger, and I will know the difference between triumph and failure. Answer my query, and I will tell you if wars have any meaning. Then perhaps all is not lost, and our path is true, if people still hold on to hope. Divines, forgive me for my doubt. In the world's darkest hour, and mine, I did not expect to find a friend. For the last 2 years, I have embarked on a single road. Ours was to walk its twists and turns, overcome its many obstacles. All the while believing that if I followed it to the end, I would find redemption. Only it appears the road ends here. In this hollow cave, with the corpse of the child I was asked to save. It was rumored that the child left for Eastmarch to join the Stormcloaks, in defiance of the father's alignment with the Empire. For a lord's house, the truth was far more incriminating. And for a loving father, one far more heartbreaking. Thus the Lord could not trust anyone, save an Argonian prisoner. One guilty of the child's same crime, vampirism. Yes, the skin, eyes, and fangs are telltale signs. But some men can't be sure the same is true for other races. I was staying at an inn near the border when one of the local Nords decided to take offense with my presence. His was to challenge me to a brawl, and when I refused, he accused me of being a vampire. The word was toxic. That morning, 2 bodies were found outside, torn to shreds, unrecognizable masses if not for the bones and teeth. Things were tense around the village, and the gods were in a hurry to solve the case and placate the locals. I made an easy scapegoat. Locked in that cell for days, I began to starve. Not for blood, but for food. Theirs was to offer me bread in exchange for a confession. It was better to die by the axe than starvation, but few can stomach either. So I did what all mortals do when there is no logical escape. I prayed. To Julianos for temperance, to Stendar for mercy, to Mara for love. And when I awoke the next morning, my cage was gone, as was my hunger. Not according to the laws of mortals, but the gods hold us to a different standard. The night before, I was paid a visit by a man, his face shrouded by the hood of his robe. In his arms he cradled an urn, filled with the dust of a vampire. The dust was to be scattered around my cell, as proof of my demise. I knew not how much coin he had passed to my jailers, but it was enough to carry on with the ruse. Outside the barracks, a carriage awaited us both. It took us to a nearby chateau, where I would meet my true employer. When they brought me before the House Lord, I told him I did not kill those men. He told me he already knew. The real murderer was his own kin. He asked me if it was true about vampires, if they formed clans, family. He wanted to know if I knew where his daughter had fled. I told him no, but I could find her. After all, I was a hunter. A member of the Order of the Virtuous Blood. So I told him why I came to Skyrim and my desire for penance. Then he made an offer. A second chance for him, his daughter, and for me. Before coming to Skyrim, I had spent my life hunting vampires for the Order. Much like the Vigilants, we often hunted in pairs. My partner was a Nightblade named Arlas. He used stealth and shadow to eliminate our targets, while I covered him from a distance. His was a remarkable courage. Many in the Order prefer long-range attacks to avoid the chance of infection. Arlas never deterred from his methods. Courage alone, however, was not enough to prepare us for what lay in that den nearly 4 winters ago. I watched Arlas scout ahead from afar, melding to the shadows in search of the enemy. The den was for all intents and purposes empty, yet the center table showed not a fleck of dust, and the torches on the wall were recently lit. A shiver swam up my tail like a cold fish. But I knew Arlas was safe so long as he stuck to the shadows. Until I saw the shadows themselves move. The shadow spread its wings, as did the others, cloaking the room in darkness. They came from above, like bats descending on their prey. Ours was to call to my friend and reach for my staff, trying to shield his escape with fire. We barely made it out alive, but not unscathed. One of those foul demons had raked its talons across Arlas' back. All I had to do was look into his narrowing pupils to see the infection had taken root. Ours was to ask for his last request. He said, "Cure me." I thought it was a joke. He always made me laugh. Now I know the extent of my folly. Months later, I discovered his journal while putting away his things. It seems he had anticipated infection from the moment he joined the Order. He had been corresponding with a mage named Valion. A mage who was studying a cure. Yours is truth I once believed. But in the years that followed, I was riddled with doubt. wondering if I should have done more for my friend. Then I met the nobleman, and once more my faith in the divines and the Order was restored. But now that his child is dead, I am once more lost. Perhaps it is our meeting that will help me find my way again. Vampire dens have always been notoriously easy to track. Theirs is to cling to the fringes of a major hold, close to the road where traders pass. That is where a runaway vampire would seek shelter amongst her kind. This one, however, had spent her entire life in the care of her noble parents. Hers was to run to where no one else could find her. The caves and nooks where darker forces wish to carry on unseen. It was a hunch, but with nary a lead, ours was to rely on chance. So I listened for rumors of necromancy first, and vampires second. There was an argument at the Bee and Barb about some nefarious activity near Shore Stone. Some claimed it was black mages, others said vampires. Ours was to follow the lead here, to Boulderfall Cave. One could only pray to Arcade that our arrival was not too late. Not exactly. The child was still alive when I entered the cave. Not only alive, but healthy and smiling. One of the bodies that lies here was once a highborn, the kin of a gnome. My old friend Arlaz had a saying: sickness is a virtue. The healthier a vampire was, the more often he had fed. The girl left me no choice. Hers was an existence that lived to feed, to milk the blood of those around her, including the unwitting necromancers that took her on as an apprentice. Someday, I will return to that village and tell her father a lie. It is not one that can be told right away. I will tell him she was a sweet girl who ran to protect him. A girl who laughed, who danced, and who loved. A girl who sought a cure, and in the absence of one, took her own life. Ours is to tell him she achieved everything we hope to out of life in a quarter of the time. Yours is to... Theirs is a centuries-old order, dating back to the Oblivion Crisis. It began as merely a gathering of feeble lords, until the divines intervened. Legends say the hero of Kvatch became a member, and trained the order in the ways of combat. That knowledge was passed down from old members to new, and over time, the Order became more organized, and its rituals more austere. Today, members are handpicked and trained from a young age. Ours was a life cloistered in barracks and libraries, sharpening the weapons of war. We dedicated our lives to a single purpose: to silence all other voices, so that we are better attuned to listen. Ours is to wait here for more of her brethren. The girl may have taken a liking to some of them, and chosen to infect rather than kill. If you're in need of a companion, however, I will be honored to journey with you on your quest.
We have found a cave. I don't think there are more fires. Friendly faces.
Khajiit got your back.
Hey, look, a cave. Wonder what's inside. cave. Wonder what's inside.
Someone there? What was that? Who's that? That takes care of that. Mate, dead now, but where did he come from?
There can be no doubt that you are the Dragonborn of prophecy.
Really?
I hope you haven't arrived here looking for work in the mine. Sure, it's full of spiders. That's what's wrong with it. Almost killed Grogmar and me when they showed up. I'm worried that they'll come out of the mine looking for food soon. Then we're in even bigger trouble. Yeah, they're as useless as a fifth wheel on a wagon. Gave me some sort of line about keeping an eye out for enemy soldiers. What's the point in protecting this place if the mine's completely useless? Idiots. Tell you what, keep to your word, and I'll line your pockets with as much as I can scrape up. I don't want to be responsible for Nast, the finest weapons and armor. I don't want to be responsible for sending you to your death. Be careful in the mine.
Everything was going great in Red Belly. Then the damn spiders showed up. Mining iron takes a lot of strength and special reinforced tools. I must have broken 5 or 6 pickaxes in the last few months alone. But now that I've got Rock Splinter here, I can cut through stone like a hot knife through butter. Fortune to you and your children.
Khajiit got your back.
You think you're tough, huh?
Good afternoon.
Wandering Skyrim is a picnic compared to tunnel crawling.
Someone, do something!
Oh, someone!
All I'm asking is that you clean up once in a while. How you can find anything in your half of the place is beyond me.
I'd rather spend more time in the mine hauling up iron than doing woman's work, keeping the house clean.
I'll have you know I can haul up just as much iron as you in a day, and still manage to clean up my messes.
Think so, huh? Maybe you'd like to put some septums behind that boast.
You have yourself a bet.
Mining is hard work, but we pay fair price for any ore you dig up.
Everything was going great in Red Belly. Then the damn spiders showed up.
The Imperials think we need their laws. Careful.
Nasty little buggers, aren't they? Gone? Every one of them? Why, that's incredible. Finally, we can reopen the mine and put Shore's Stone back on the map. Here, please accept this gift as a token of our gratitude. Don't kid yourself. Stone runs in our blood.
Careful.
The real work happens in places like this. Blood and sweat is what makes the world.
I am staying
Someone
out
do
of this.
something.
Who's that?
There you are.
Yeah.
getting too old for this.
Is someone there?
Wait, this is a problem. Someone there?
Now you're mine. There's no escape.
I'm going to fix you.
Now! You can't. You can't beat me.
Seems to be all of them.
Someone, do something!
We were attacked by the summoner. Everyone is dead but me. Again. Again. I'm the only one who survived. The Daedra called her Bull. Such a sinister name. She must be serving Molag Bal. Her goal can only be the altar underground. There is an ancient altar of Molag Bal under the beacon. She's trying to do something terrible. We must stop her.
Help Master Jacob. I'll scout ahead.
Come, I haven't got all day.
Daedric Prince of Domination and Enslavement. Many Vigilants were corrupted by him. I'm one of them. I was dying and he appeared to me and offered to heal me in exchange for my wife's soul. And I accepted. It is my greatest regret. I will never forget the look in her eyes. Molag Bal must have given her power. Her magicka is immensely powerful, nigh infinite. She looks exactly like my dead wife. Just another trap by Molag Bal, I'm sure.
Until next time. Need something? All right.
Help Master Jacob, please.
Yes? Mm-hmm. Make it quick.
Help Master Jacob, please.
Now look at this. It seems I spared not just
Khajiit
one,
got your
but two
back.
more souls. What's the matter, Jacob?
I'm here to make up for my crime.
Khajiit got your back.
No. No. Raella, I'm here to save you.
Well, you're a bit late for that. The summoning ritual is almost done. Molag Bal is coming. He will end it all and shroud everything in red mist.
Well?
Enough talking. You're disturbing the ritual, or brand new of our guests.
Well? Is that you?
What happened? Jacob, why are you yelling? Did you have a nightmare?
Yes. I thought I've lost you. I'll never leave you alone again.
Jacob, I will always be with you. It's all right.
Rael.
It's over. It's all over. Bring me the mace Bal was using. We'll need it. I'll return to the Temple of Stendarr and ask the Keeper for advice about this mace. Before I leave, I have a small task for you. I heard there's a witch living with her child in the shack south of Iverstead. Witches are a serious threat in Skyrim. Give them the mercy of Stendarr. I will do it. You just take care of the witches in the meantime. I'll see you at the Temple of Stendarr.
Oh.
If anyone sneaks up on us, I'd smell them coming. Or I'm...
Ah, good day, my friend. A group of mercenaries came through town and sold their spoils, and my contacts informed me of a rare item amongst the haul. I thought you may want to use it, or perhaps place it on display.
I'm right behind you.
Good day. Oh yes, I have in fact been researching the location of an artifact of interest. If you have the time, you could investigate it. I'll mark the location on your map. Let me know if you uncover anything.
This is quite the collection.
Be careful.
I heard what's going on. The vampires, the Dawn Guard, all of it. I wanted to help, so here I am.
Hey, watch it.
quiet around the shop lately. Not that I mind the break, of course, but still.
Father had to punch them in the mouth. That'll get you.
Oh, such colors.
Interesting.
Oh, you're here. I have some exciting news. A benefactor to the museum was impressed with the exhibits here and donated a relic from their personal collection. You can decide if you want to use it or place it right on display. Good day.
Khajiit got your back.
Behind you.
Greetings. Very simple. You keep doing what you're doing and stop in here from time to time if you find anything interesting. Have a look around and find the spot to display it. In addition to displaying the spoils of your adventures, I will commission and build exhibits based on those exploits. Anything of relevant consequence can be inspiring to the people. Well, here in the Hall of Heroes is where you should place any artifact of magical or historical nature. The Daedra Gallery, of course, is where anything related to the Daedra should go. And the Hall of Lost Empires is where you should display any and all items of Dwemer or Falmer nature. The armories you can display as you see fit. Lastly, the Gallery of Natural Science. If you bring some samples of flora and fauna, you can build fauna displays and plant the flora.
Ah, splendid. Nice find, my friend. Here's a little something for your efforts. I'll go ahead and display it. Hmm?